I'm Jahan with Fly Gym Aerial Fitness, and today what we're doing is a grounded exercise. This is a little sequence of a couple yoga poses put together with a Pilates move. So you get this really cool sequence, which I think is great for your spine, your core. You get a little stretch as well. So flexion and extension of the spine is what we're working on. And now what I really like with the Fly Gym is that if you're hanging this lower, you can actually do an entire exercise sequence, strengthening, stretching, everything down on the ground, which I think is a great place, to work. You're kind of changing your relationship to gravity a little bit. We add this element of suspension so that you get, sometimes it adds more support for stretches. It allows you into a deeper stretch. So don't think that just because you have a hammock you need to be getting up in the air. You can do a lot of really, really wonderful things down on the ground. It's also a great place where you can start because you start to learn how to stabilize your body down on the floor. So let's go ahead and go into this sequence. We're going to have just the main sling with this. The main sling is hanging if I'm sitting on the ground at about level with my chest. I'm going to take my hands on top of the main sling and I'm going to do what's called a wrist wrap. I'm going to point my fingers down to the floor, point in towards my chest, and then point back out in the front. Now from here, this is going to help me so that I can sit up a little bit taller. So in yoga we call this dandasana or staff pose, lifting up through the spine, shoulders back and down. Now I'm going to take a nice deep breath in. I'm just going to enjoy this stretch a little bit. We can flex the feet and you're still extending through the back of the body. So extending the hamstrings, extending the spine. Now what's going to happen is as I exhale, I'm going to start to push my fingers forward, bringing my heart forward, coming forward into my forward bend stretch or Paschimottanasana. And now in this stretch, what's really awesome is that this is pulling my spine into extension rather than what's really common with this stretch is when we do it on the ground is it's really easy to round your back and you come down here, which causes some, not so nice compression in your lower back with that flexion forward. So what this is going to do is help us keep the spine extended, shoulders back and down away from the ears. So lengthening through the back of the body, opening the heart, deep breath in, exhale, sinking into that stretch a little bit more. Then I'm going to pull my hands down on the fabrics, bringing my hands towards my heart. I'm back in that dandasana again. And now from here, this is going to look like a Pilates roll down. I'm going to pull my belly button towards my spine. I'm going to start to roll backwards, one vertebrae at a time. So I'm coming into a C curve in my spine with control, rolling down, using my arms for support until I'm in a flat line on the floor. And now from here, I'm going to go into fish pose where I point my fingers up towards the sky. I'm going to lift my chest, rolling onto the back of my head. So again, opening the heart, taking a nice deep breath in into the lungs, exhaling, hands coming back to the chest, flattening through the spine, pull down on the fabric, shoulders down away from the ears. I'm going to start to roll up. So use those core muscles, roll up one vertebrae at a time, come up to a nice tall seated position, and then exhale and come forward into your stretch. I'll show you that one more time through that sequence. So hands push down, roll up to staff pose, so straight up and down. Pull the belly button to the spine, roll down towards the floor, coming flat down on your spine, and then let your arms lift, let your heart lift, reaching up, opening through the front of the body. I like to kind of point my toes with this also. Then exhale, pull down through the arms, flatten the spine, chin to chest as you roll up, engage the core, belly button pulls to spine. You can come forward again and relax. And then you can unwrap your wrists. So a little flexion and extension, forward and backward stretching, core control as we're coming in between those. And that's your sequence on the ground.